How's it going, everybody? Today is December 15th, Thursday, and it is like 13 degrees out here, uh, and it's supposed to reach 16 degrees today. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys and give you guys a little bit of a idea about the cold weather range with the Nissan Leaf. As you can see behind me, I got my Prius in storage. That's what that car is there. The Prius right there. Put it under a cover and everything for the winter, because it's just, I want to keep it nice because I'm moving to Florida in next summer coming up. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you a rundown. My car's been charging all night. It's been sitting out in this cold. I think it got down to 8 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna check it out. All right, let's walk over here and we're gonna go ahead and I gotta pull my cover down here a little bit. Comes up, got some bungee straps on there to hold it down. All right, let's go ahead and unplug this here. It's cold out here. It's like 13 out here, 12, 13. All right, go ahead and gotta get in here. See, that's what I do. I just go ahead and I wind it all up and I tuck it underneath my fence here. It's out of the way, right here on the side of my drive. But that's my setup anyhow. It's been like that since the summer. All right, so let's get in here. The charge lid's closed. It's all snowy and go ahead and get in. Oh, oops. Get in here. Check this out. All right. Let's see here. Let's turn the car on and see what we're working with here. All right. It's actually 21 now. Oh, got to turn that heat off. Got to conserve energy. All right, so we're at 100%. Says 86 miles we can go. I got 26,053 miles on this Nissan Leaf. All right, whoop. Let's go ahead and there we go. Gotta wipe that off. Get all that out of there. All right, so yeah, it's looking at 3 temperature bars here. Oopsie. 3 temperature bars. 86 miles of range that it predicts that we can drive. All right, so I apologize for the glare, but you know, it is a sunny day out. One of the rare sunny days we have here. All right, so now one word about the heater. I don't ever run the heater. If I do run the heater, it's because I know I can make it home. And I usually try to conserve because this thing will suck it down. All right. Now, this heater is not the energy efficient heater. It's the ceramic heating element, and it's pretty costly. It wastes a lot of energy. They later revised this heater, and they made it so that way it's not as, it's just much more efficient on the later models. All right. I'm going to go ahead and drive around today, and we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys periodic updates on my battery range. And I will admit, I like to use the heater. All right. I am a big heat, fan. All right. I don't mess around when it comes to that kind of stuff because it's cold over here. 21 degrees at the moment. That's what the car says. But yeah, I mean, it feels much colder. But I do have the heated seats. I have the heated steering wheel. So I'm going to use those without a problem. But like I said, the heat though, you got to drive around with that off if you expect to get maximum range out of this car. All right. I found that once you hop on the E-Way and you combine a little bit of heat, forget it. You're going to be looking at, like 20 miles out of this car. Yesterday I ran it down. I came home at the end of the day from the gym and I ran it down to 12%. The day before that, I ran it down to 9%. All right. Now like I said, I just charge it on my 120 every night, and it charges up nice and slow. Probably gonna have to stop off today and charge it. Maybe I'm gonna try to try to eke through without having to charge it today. I'm just going to drive around without the heat on. Towards later on in the day, after the sun starts to go down, I'm going to have to turn the heat on because it's just going to be too much. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll see how it goes by the end of the day, how much mileage I actually get out of it. But I find this is pretty, it's just to be expected, I guess. It's my third winter with this, because I got it in May of 2014. So, but I can get about 40 to 50 miles if I'm doing good. If I use it wisely. If I just use it like a gas car or like my Prius, you'd be lucky to get 20 miles out of it. All right, so we'll see how it goes. All right. As you can see, it's a really beautiful day out today, but it's really, really cold. I mean, 11 degrees, man. Woo! But I'm here in the car park, here at the grocery store, and I just figured like I said, I'd get me some lunch and everything, but it's just a little cold. Okay, so it's a small time later, and I actually drove, so far I'm up to 15.5 miles driven, and I'm at 79% state of charge. Okay, so I have not used the heat yet at all. I just had to go get a haircut, so I went to the barber shop, and so I started from one side of town, went to the middle, and now I'm at the complete opposite side of town. I'm here at the grocery store. I'm going to get me some lunch, and I'm just basically running errands, just enjoying my day off work, just running around town, like anybody would. All right, but the temperature is 11 degrees, which we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. So I apologize for the little bit of sun glare there, but yeah, it is 11 degrees out right now. I don't know why the car said 21 degrees earlier, but I think it was just because it was warmed up from the sun, sitting in front of the sun. But it was actually like 12 degrees when I left the house. All right, so 79% at the moment, 67 miles remaining. I'm still at 3 temperature bars. And, I've been trying to drive efficiently, but I'm still down to 21% loss so far. That's really good. That is really good. I've been trying to drive efficiently, but also keeping up with traffic. So I've been exceeding no more than 3 dots on the little traction motor demand thing, that little thing there with the blue dots. So no more than 3 dots of acceleration, and been trying to use my regen as much as possible and just kind of coast. And so far, pretty decent. Heater is still off. Just, like I said, no heater. But I'm going to see how long I can keep this up. Probably later on in the evening, I'll turn the heater on just to try to make it a little more bearable, especially once the sun goes down. Sun goes down around 4:30, 5 o'clock here now. So I got another couple hours left of sunshine. It's not that bad driving it, when the sun's out, but I'll keep you guys updated as I do more errands today. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm here at the mall now, which is my next stop. And I was trying to be real easy on the accelerator and uh, not accelerate, past my 3 bars, 3 dots. Um, but it's all pretty good. It's 12 degrees out still, and I'm still at 3 temperature bars. And let's go ahead and take a look at all that. Okay, all right. So it's looking at, there's my 3 bars, temperatures, 64%, and 57 miles remaining. Okay, I've gone 19 and a half miles so far since pulling it off the plug. Now, that's not too bad. 12 degrees, 326. That's actually 324, but I have it 2 minutes ahead. As you can see, the sun's still out, but it's pretty cold out here. So, but I guess this is more of an extreme situation because I still don't have the heat on. I only turned it on that one time while I was eating my lunch. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of extreme, but if you really want the range to last, the battery to last, you gotta do it in the Nissan Leaf. It really helps out. Okay, so we've got 64% as of right now. We've got the 19 and a half miles still, of course. 57 miles it says we can travel. Let's see here. You can see the sun going down over there. I'm all done with my running for the day, but I still got to go home yet. So we're going to see what happens when we get home. I have to turn this heat on, though, because I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. But, we did pretty good. 64% at 11 degrees. It didn't even budge, really. Maybe one day, I think in the whole day it swung maybe 1 or 2 degrees up. But, pretty much that's what it is. So, let's see here. Let's turn this heat on, though. This is what I usually do. I just put it on the defrost for the defog on the windscreen. And then once it gets up to temperature, I hit this automatic button here. And that'll actually keep it at 73, which is what I like it at. But, yeah, this ought to be good, though. But, okay, just rolled into the driveway here. And it's 9 degrees outside. I have 30% left of the battery. On the way home, I had to toggle the heat on and off because it was just getting too much. So, you can see there I got the heat off. But, I mean, I'm still, I got 30% exactly. It just kind of ended up that way. But, yeah, 28 miles left. I got to plug this thing in so it could charge overnight because I got to be to work in the morning. But, yeah. I mean, it'll have a good 12 hours of charging left, available to it. But, that's how it goes, though. It was a full day of driving. On the way home, I had to stop at Dollar General, so that way I could get a couple things. It was a full day of running today, though, basically, is what it broke down to. And that's the kind of thing that you can expect with a Nissan Leaf. Now, I have my Prius, but I don't drive it for right now until the spring because I've got it in kind of a storage kind of deal. So this is my primary driver again. But yeah, it's just, that's the way it goes, though, with an electric car. They've got their goods and bads. But I just thought I'd share what it's like with an all-electric car in the winter. It's at 9 degrees. You saw it yourself. That's the kind of battery range. I mean, I only got 31.2 miles. I have 30% left of the battery. And most of that, I'd say 80% of that driving, as I've stated, is without heat. So, I don't know. I know not all EVs are like this. I know that the Ford Ford Focus EV, that actually has a heated battery pack. Same with the Chevy Volt. And I know there's a few other ones. All the Tesla vehicles have heated battery packs, so you don't so much have this kind of an issue. It's more of a Nissan Leaf issue. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys, kind of giving an in-depth look. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, stay warm. Bye.